example, planet Venus seems to resemble and behave more like a moon than as a planet. Planet Venus does have a two-way gravitational lock onto Earth, as explained in the Venus retrograde video. Since Venus has a gravitational grip on Earth, which is the cause of its unusual retrograde orbit, this could be due to Venus having been Earth's previous satellite prior to Earth getting its
What?
There are many possibilities and
Does Venus really rotate like that? That's fucking weird, dude.
Moon, as stated previously. A change of a moon's size and density would have
But also, Venus is like almost the exact same size as the Earth. It definitely could not have been our moon.
Generator effect that generates the magnetosphere, which in turn protects the atmosphere. And
it's like this guy understands certain things about physics, but nothing about other things about physics. Oh wait, they have a website. Why don't we just go to their website? They did not get a high-res version of their logo to put up here. They didn't get a high-res version of anything. Okay, they have a bunch of projects. 3 revolutionary space propulsion and mobility technologies that can be adapted to spacecrafts and orbiting artificial satellites. Electromagnetic plasma propulsion. Kinetic electrostatic drive. Outer space vacuum plasma tunneling. And you made those? You created these? Oh my god. What what the fuck is this website? Space tunnel made easier through space tunnel technology. Oh, it's a space elevator. That's all it is. New technology greatly reduces the force of gravity. Okay. So this is just your logo video. Great, love that. Whomever gets this technology will be 20 years ahead of all the other space programs in the world. There's the dinosaur bonsai apocalypse. Why? You didn't explain or do anything. How long is this fucking website, dude? Here, we can Cash App them. They're in Brazil, too.
Even though an ice age would be of great, we can use
how many videos you guys got?
And study the current Earth conditions.
Okay, not many, and they're all pretty short.
An asteroid impact onto Earth during the expanding Earth changes, volcanic eruptions, and ice age.
They haven't posted in a year, though.
The fate of the dinosaur age. These new discoveries, including the bonsai effect, should be used to better prepare our civilization for future space travel and space colonization science, because the difference in the levels of gravity, magnetosphere, and atmosphere that would be found throughout the planets, solar system, and the universe needs to be factored in when planning space travel and colonization of other planets.
Okay, thank you, Furcy.com. So they have, is climate change natural or man-made? Planet Uranus inclined orbit explained. Expanding Earth theory explained and expanded. Venus retrograde orbit true cause discovered and explained. Ongoing magnetic pole shift. Venus retrograde orbit true cause. You know, I would like to look at the Rosetta Stone of Astronomy, and then I would also like to look at the Rosetta, the Venus thing, because that's cool.
This video is brought to you by Virtue, a science and technology. This video is research and development.
The fuck?
Welcome to the 3rd episode of this 4-book astronomy and astrophysics video series. This time we'll be talking about the Venus
Stop
retrograde
that.
orbit.
Oh. Okay. I'm dumb. They were both playing at once.
This video is brought to you by
I was like, how's it playing before it buffers?
Offering research and development and consulting. Before we get into the video, I would like to make a few notes to the viewer. This theory might seem to go against mainstream science, In reality, these discoveries actually complement Kepler's, Newton's, and Einstein's theories of the laws of gravity in relation to the functionality of the solar system. Because
we'll
their
see
equations
about
and theories
that.
only give the formulas with vague explanations of the forces at work, they do not address the anatomy of the gravitational force at work in the solar system. They are partial explanations with partial truth that fit and explain some of the factors of gravity in specific scenarios, but none of them can be applied as an absolute theory of gravity. Plasma cosmology and the electric universe are two new theories that need to be incorporated into the current mainstream astronomy and cosmology theories, because new discoveries in cosmology are confirming the electromagnetic and electric nature of the universe. Many experiments, situations, and scenarios in the past 100 years have found fundamental flaws in the existing theories, and scientists use vague explanations to confirm these theories. That is why physicists are still looking for a unifying theory.
Yeah, scientists are famous for vague posting
found throughout the universe. I believe that these discoveries will take us one step closer to a deeper understanding of the anatomy of the forces at work, rather than assuming that all masses attract only due to size, mass, and relative motions. There are clearly more factors at work. One should judge a theory by its merit and simplicity, and by the fact that it fits and explains many scenarios and anomalies in the solar system. Science is an evolution of discovery, and many changes are still to come. Science should not be treated like religious dogma. Science should have open-minded debate and analyses.
That's true.
Should always welcome possible new discoveries and theories. Old scientific hypotheses could be partially wrong or incomplete. Scientific knowledge still has plenty of room to evolve, improve, and change. And finally, climate change.
The dark
Climate
side of the
change and
moon
earth
creeps
changes are
me
serious
out.
man-made issues affecting life.
You know what I
on Earth.
mean?
However,
I don't
natural
like it.
cycles that can affect climate
What are you
also
hiding
exist.
back there?
Therefore, both man-made and natural
There's
cycles
probably
are
like
true
some
and valid
giant
issues that
alien
both
on the
need to
back
be
of the
considered.
moon.
The structure of the moon
Like
and
a
the mechanism that
big
locks the moon
Evangelion or
gravitationally
something.
on Earth's structure. The moon is locked onto Earth's orbit because of
I
the
don't like it.
gravitational and electromagnetic attraction and repulsion between the moon and the Earth. The moon is split magnetically in a symmetrical manner, which creates two magnetically opposed mirror image half-spheres that simultaneously pull and push or attract and repel gravitationally on planet Earth. This effect creates a two-way gravitational grip, locking the moon on the planet's structure and locking it onto an orbital rotation around Earth. The moon's half-sphere, facing toward Earth, or the near side, is pushing outward or repelling away from the planet gravitationally and electromagnetically, and the half-sphere on the opposite side, the far side to the Earth, is pulling or attracting towards the planet, which keeps it locked onto Earth's structure. Earth's moon has two axes, a north-south vertical pole axis in parallel to Earth's magnetic poles, locked onto Earth's north and south polarities, and Earth is also locked in parallel on the solar system polarity, similar to the other planets in our solar system.
See, this shit I can't debunk because I literally don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
And locking it onto Earth's central structure, creating a two-way gravitational electromagnetic grip.
This is one of those cases where if you just use enough big words, I won't be able to say anything.
Earth's moon does not spin on its own axis, but rather it orbits Earth, which spins on its axis while orbiting the sun. From an observational perspective of the moon and the sun, it would seem that the moon is spinning on its vertical axis in relation to the sun. However, this is incorrect. It is merely a visual illusion, because the moon is locked onto Earth on two axes, a vertical axis in parallel to Earth's magnetic poles axis, and a second perpendicular axis locked onto Earth's center structure, which keeps it from spinning on any of its axes in relation to Earth. It is Earth that is spinning on its own axis while in orbit around the sun. The moon is locked in and rotating on Earth's axis.
That's just
and
like
not its own
your
vertical
perspective,
axis.
man.
Due to the moon's north-south pole axis being in parallel and locked onto Earth's northern and southern poles, and the second perpendicular axis of the moon being locked onto the central structure of Earth, this keeps the moon from spinning on either of its two axes. Thus, the correct explanation why the moon always faces Earth on the same side and does not rotate.
But it's literally spinning in your diagram. It's just that it spins at the same speed that it... I don't know.
Only see the same side of the moon from Earth. It can be observed that all symmetrically spherical satellites, aka moons, in our solar system are locked in a second perpendicular axis onto their respective orbited planet, in the same manner as Earth's moon. This causes them to always face their planets on the same side.
Is that true? Do all moons face their planets at all times? It's called tidally locked. Almost all moons in the solar system keep one face painted towards their planet. The only exception we know of is Hyperion. Oh. Well. Alright. That's another point for crazy science dinosaur death guy.
There are multiple
I didn't know that.
That can make up the structure and composition.
I thought the moon was weird for being tidally locked, but I guess it's just
structure of Earth
normal.
Of one possibly connects back to the sun.
Yeah.
The mechanism of the sun's electromagnetic cord current passing through the poles.
It's like, I don't know if you've seen mastic gum. It's tree resin that it like solidifies, and when you chew it, it turns into gum. It's cool. Ooh, it's got health benefits. Oh. It's lowering my cholesterol. Ooh, it's a powerful aphrodisiac. I better have another piece. It keeps cells full of vitality. Amazing. I love when, like, one fucking thing that you can buy or do, like, massively just fixes everything in your life forever. I just bought it to have something to, like, chew on. Yeah, it just comes out of trees. I think it's cool. I think it's cool that it's just like, it's just tree resin. Yeah, it's great.
Faraday homopolar generator effect in reverse on the planet's inner solid core in conjunction with the moon's two-way gravitational grip onto the mantle and crust. This homopolar generator effect induces a spin force.
It's just trees, yeah.
The homopolar electromagnetic generator effect
and it's good for you.
Magnetizes the inner solid core. The magnetized inner core subsequently generates a torus-shaped magnetosphere over the entire planet, aligned with the Earth's magnetic poles. The magnetosphere, in turn, protects and shields the bubble-like atmosphere of the planet. Also, the three-part generator force and the magnetosphere have an electromagnetic effect on the gravity force level of a planet. A moon, or many moons, by being locked onto a planet's outer shell, they create the dragging force, or anchoring force, which keeps the inner core spinning at a different speed than the outer shell/mantle, inducing an electromagnetic induction effect.
It really bothers me how big he makes the Earth's inner core. Because, like, in real scientific diagrams, it's this fucking big. It's very small. The Earth's core is very small. And yet, he makes it, like, gigantic.
A homopolar generator is a DC electrical generator comprising an electrically conductive disk or cylinder rotating in a plane perpendicular to a uniform static magnetic field. A potential difference is created between the center of the disk and the rim or ends of the cylinder with an electrical polarity that depends on the direction of rotation and the orientation.
It's true, it's expanding.
The following diagram is a representation of Earth's spin force as the homopolar generator effect in reverse. As you can see here, starting with 1, which is the sun's current, the electric current, the sun's electromagnetic cord, going into number 2, the electrically conductive disk, or the planet's solid inner torus-shaped core, and 3, the magnet, or a moon's electromagnetic grip onto a planet's outer shell structure. In a planet scenario, the current from the sun passing through the poles into the core, which is acting like the metallic conductive disk, and the mantle and crust locked onto the moon, acting like the solid electromagnet. This is what creates the spin force and magnetosphere. A moon, which is a satellite, or many moons, is a major factor for generating a planet's spin force and magnetosphere through the completion of the three-part generator effect. A homopolar generator is also known as a unipolar generator, a cyclic generator, disk dynamo, or Faraday disk. In a homopolar generator, the spin motion of the disk is generating the electric current as a reaction between the conductive disk and the magnetic field. This mechanism of the homopolar generator effect in reverse, causing planetary spin force, can be applied to explain most of the planet's axial spin force and magnetosphere generation.
Alright, you're confirming this is all true? Because I'm not doing the research for this shit.
Influencing the gravity level of the planet. This book is the first of a series of 4 books. This book explains the mechanism of the gravitational two-way grip between the Earth and its moon.
I know that the Earth has an electromagnetic field. I know that the moon has an electromagnetic field. I know that the sun has an electromagnetic field. I know the Earth's core is spinning. I just don't know how that all confirms that this man is saying things that are true about Mercury. I don't know.